Many in southern Yemen are demanding to know where their missing relatives are. And human rights groups are accusing militias, which are backed by the United Arab Emirates, of making arbitrary arrests in Aden, Taiz and Lahj. They say some detainees have been tortured and others are banned from contacting their families. Testimonies given to Al Jazeera provide new insight into how young men are disappearing.
I'm from Taiz. I'm the sister of Yunus Abdul Hamid Nasser. He was studying at college and we don't know his whereabouts for more than a year. No one can find him.
I'm the mother of Farouk Abdullah Sanai. He was arrested by Emirati-backed forces at a checkpoint in Aden. My son is 17 years old. He was the sole breadwinner after my husband died. He went to Aden to support me and his 5 sisters. After more than a year and a half of his arrest, someone from the prison called me and said, "I'm doing you a favor, talk to your son." When I talked to him, he said, "Mother, help me get out of here. I'm going to die."
UAE military, which is part of the Saudi-led coalition fighting Houthis in Yemen, has repeatedly denied running secret prisons. But for months, detainees have been describing how they were abducted and tortured.
My brother, Ahmed El-Mashwali, he was in the 2nd year at the University of Aden. One day he came to visit us in Taiz. When he was returning home, he was arrested. We found out that he was imprisoned at Bir Ahmed, an Emirati-run prison.
My brother Ali Muawiyeh was working at a restaurant in Aden's Sheikh Othman area. One day his friends called us and told us that Emirati forces brutally attacked him and arrested him. We've been looking for him for a year and a half. We urge the international community to help us look for him.
The advocacy group called the Mothers of Abductees Association says more than 15,000 Yemenis have either been arrested or disappeared.
There has been an uptick in the pattern of arbitrary detentions, but also enforced disappearances across the country and by all sides to the conflict. In the south, the security belt forces, which are backed by the UAE, there have been very credible investigations into a vast network of secret detention centers where hundreds of men and boys are being arbitrarily detained and for months at a time without having any contact with the outside world.
The 3-year war in Yemen has caused a complete breakdown of law and order, especially in the south, where militias operate beyond the control of the courts and the internationally recognized government. In addition to disappearances and torture, militia backed by the UAE are accused of executions and assassinations as well. Right groups say journalists, clerics and high-profile politicians have all been targeted, and civilians are increasingly at the mercy of powerful armed groups. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera.